Aries, what's up, baby? It's Aries time. Reading for Aries, full reading for Aries. Been doing some shuffling off screen and on screen. 3 more shuffles and let's begin. I am an Aries. I'm going to try to keep out of it. Aries, where you are at this time, Queen of Swords in reverse. You could be given the silent treatment to somebody, not gonna lie. And the challenge, or the potential challenge is, this is a 6-week reading, by the way, October, November. The challenge is the Hierophant in reverse. We could be dealing with people, if it's not just an individual person, we could be dealing with people that do not want to take accountability, and it could fuck with us, fuck with our energy, could piss us off, and because we can't control the fucking shit. Now, usually Aries, we have no problem telling somebody how we feel. But I feel in this situation, you aren't doing that. You're keeping quiet. You're not saying anything. This is what I try to operate mostly in these days as a older Aries. I'm an Aries. Because, you know, when I was younger, I had a tendency of being a lot more cockier, and as you get older, you pick your battles, you know. You begin to calculate, okay, is this fucking battle worth it? You know? And a lot of times what we'll do is we just won't say anything. We won't talk. There's, you know, and Queen of Swords in reverse is somebody that I feel one or two things is possible. Either you're giving somebody the silent treatment, or you've told somebody off and cut somebody out in a pretty violent way. But yeah, this is a picture I'm getting here, is that whatever energy it is that we're dealing with, it is an energy of chaos. Hierophant in reverse is chaos. Whether that is our surroundings, our environment, where we work, where we eat. I just heard, I don't shit where I eat, you know. This energy could be translated in so many different ways, in different scenarios are possible. But I will give it a couple of ideas that I could see. Okay, so at work, shit is fucking all fucked up, and there's problems with management, there's problems with people not communicating things, there's a lack of order in terms of structure, in terms of a policy, a clear policy on how something is dealt with. But from something like that all the way to you are in a connection and the person that you are connected to is a complete rebel. Okay, they are very rebellious. They're rebellious towards any type of structure. This could be a person that has no routine, something like that, okay? Underneath in your subconscious, Knight of Swords in reverse. Now here we are again with this communication thing, and instead of coming in direct, we're just flat out almost avoiding. We're avoiding a fight. We're like, okay, every time I say something, shit fucking blows up. So I'm not going to say anything. Tied to that, in your hopes and fears, the Hanged Man. Feel like you're doing the right thing. You're taking a look at this thing and you're saying, okay, hey, I'm not doing shit. I'm going to trust spirit. And I'm going to get in an alignment with Spirit, get myself aligned, get my energy aligned, because we can't control anything else. We can't control other people. We cannot control a chaotic environment, and nor will we exist in a chaotic environment. Aries doesn't do well when shit is all fucked up and out of control. I feel like you're just saying, you know what? If shit's going to be all fucked up, I don't want any part of it, and I'm going to sit this one out. I feel you kind of like, hey, suit yourself. I'm going to sit this one out. This isn't my hill to die on, okay? You're doing something that Aries does not typically do. So I'm proud of you, Aries. I really am. You got major arcana all over this thing, by the way. Major arcana here with your potential challenge, okay? Hanged man in your subconscious. This is good. In the recent past, you've seen something. You realized something with this Eight of Swords in reverse. You figured something out. You looked at something mentally. You weighed all the different information. And whatever the case is, you came out balanced. This thing, whatever this thing was that you couldn't see, that you couldn't understand, somehow you got yourself out of that mental fog, and you became very balanced. And now what lies before you is the strength, Leo energy. More major arcana. The strength that lies before us is the strength that we need to continue to maintain this balance. So that's very interesting. And in your advice, the Ten of Cups in reverse, I feel Spirit saying, get it out of your mind what you think that Ten of Cups is going to look like. Sometimes it doesn't look like what we think it should look like. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got our vision of what it's supposed to look like and how it's supposed to play out and all this. And that's not reality. Why? Because there's free will. The other thing I see here with this Ten of Cups in reverse that Spirit could be saying is to take a look at what it is that makes you happy and understand that actually the happiness has to come from within. So in other words, things may not look a certain way, the rainbow in the sky, the island in the stream, dogs and cats playing together, living together, the grandmas, the grandpas, the grandkids playing. It may not be what you envisioned, okay? But wherever you are, that is where the happiness is. So Spirit calls on you to pull some of this out of the abundance of your heart. And see, here's the thing. It's not that we have been silenced, because I almost feel like something may have happened and we, instead of talking, we just said, fuck it. We're not talking anymore. You know what I mean? Like, there's something here about you cutting communication off with somebody or some situation. But I feel Spirit in your advice here with this Ten of Cups in reverse, I feel like there's something about us needing to look at that internal component to happiness, okay? Now, what is affecting this situation external to you? Now, this is not in your group or your personal energy, but there is somebody that could be coming in with emotions towards your person. And because of that, that could be a factor that is affecting your situation in your overall projected outcome, Aries. You may feel that you have wasted your energy, maybe for many years, who knows how long this has been going on, where you have been trying to do something, you were trying to invest in something, and then something happened and you just said, you know what? I feel like I wasted many years of my life and it didn't matter. No one appreciated it, things like that. So we're going to have to take a look at this love and separation reading and see if that can add some clarification to this. Okay, so let's do that. Let's move on now to the second phase of this reading. And this is love and separation. This is for those of you that have been separated from the person that you love. It does not have to be a romantic person. It can be a family member. First 8 cards out. What is going on in your person's energy and emotions in their thought life? What is going on in your person's thought life, in their energy, in their emotions? This person that you are not in communication with, maybe there was a fight, maybe there was a big blow up. Whatever the case, this is the person that your heart yearns for. First 8 cards out. What's going on in their thought life? What's going on in their thought life is how that 3 of Pentacles in reverse to the 4 of Wands in reverse. How that not cooperating, or there is some energy, or there is something going on in their thought life where they're thinking about a situation in which somebody would not cooperate with another individual or individuals, plural. And this 4 of Wands in reverse can refer to things like upbringing, the home, where you grew up, your roots, and so forth. And 4 of Wands in reverse can be about a broken childhood, okay? And it can also represent a door that has been closed because it's a gateway that has been shut. Now, whether that door can be opened again, I don't know, but that is what this person is thinking about, your person. They're thinking about shit like this, okay? Or option B, like they got into it with people at work and now they have shut this person out, okay? Because this is generally what's going on. This does not have to do with you necessarily, Aries. Okay, they are thinking about Ace of Swords. There's new information, or there is some type of information, and they are 6 of Swords, moving on to calmer waters, they call it. There could be some type of information that has come in and it has made them want to go to this different direction. Now remember, this is general. This can even be that they've got information about taking a trip somewhere or something like that. Okay, what's going on in their thought life, energy, and emotions? 6 of Pentacles in reverse to the Hermit card. They may be trying to understand, or they're seeking information that has to do with an imbalance, some type of situation where they lost money, or they feel like they got gypped on something. So in other words, they could be trying to, like this could be everything from they're trying to figure out if this warranty is going to cover something, or, things like that. They are thinking about a very beautiful energy, and Ace of Wands in the negative sense, they may be masturbating to this energy, okay? So they could be watching porn or something. All right, next query. How do they view Aries? Ow, that was not good. I don't like that. I don't like that. Aries, they look at you as tormented by a demon. Option B, they look at you as in pain from the past, and there is a devil card, so they may view you as being toxic in some way. Now, this is how they view you. This doesn't mean, the devil there could represent that they view you in a negative way, okay? Six of Wands in reverse, they view you as somebody that is hiding out, not wanting to be seen. High Priestess in reverse, they view you as doing something, either holding a secret, or option B, they view you as doing some kind of craziness. Could even be spiritually. World card, major arcana, to the Sun card in reverse. Okay, so this is strange because the World card represents everything, like going on to the next level, advancement, achievement, things like that. The Sun card in reverse can just be that you could have been at one time their all be all. Okay, and right now they're not seeing you that way. But it was there at one time. Okay. Lover's card, more major arcana in the reverse to the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Well, Nine of Pentacles in reverse is somebody that is not, it has to depend on other people to make it. So this is not a good way to see somebody. Lover's card in reverse is somebody that was a divine connection and that is in the tank. So in other words, at one time you were a divine connection and now that is fucked up. All right, next query. Projected actions towards you, if any, and if not, why not? What are the blockages? Can you come towards them? And if you can come towards them, what would your strategy need to be to get a reunion with this person? Restoration. I'm going to break this down into 4 groups, A, B, C, and D. Your situation will fall into one of these 4 groups, if not multiple groups, and there could even be some subgroups in these groups. And we'll talk about them if I see them. I'm also going to try to distinguish each group so that you can know which group you belong to or which ones are potentially the group that you're involved with. First query, first set. Are they coming in this next 6 weeks? Are they coming in towards you? Answer, I do not believe so. Two of Swords in reverse to the Justice card. This could be about a few different things. I'll give you what I just initially, immediately thought. They are focused on something having to do possibly with the judicial system. In other words, they could have got caught up in a case. When you say, well, that my person is not a troublemaker or anything like that, you'd be surprised at how easy it is to get in trouble. Now that trouble it could be judicial, it could be some other kind of way, but whatever it is, they're focused totally on this justice energy, and I don't feel love is in the air over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like they're totally in a different zone. And for many of you, I do feel that this person is going to go to, could be going to prison or something. Like, they're so focused on it, it makes me feel like, who would it be focused like that? Unless you're in trouble and you're facing something, but they're facing the justice system, is what I'm feeling, and intuitively here. Now, the other possibility is that this is kind of an odd one, but there could be a subgroup of you out there where they are focused on something that was not right, that they feel was unjust, and therefore they are thinking about justice because they feel like they're looking at things in terms of, hey, you did the wrong thing, and for them, that's all they can think about. You could cure cancer tomorrow, and they're still going to look at what you did wrong. And this sucks. I'll be honest. This sucks. Because what it's really saying is they cannot forgive you for whatever it was that they feel was wrong. They're not willing to forgive you. And so if that's the case, and you've said, I'm sorry, and they won't forgive you, that's on them. They can spend the rest of their life pissed off at you, and you have to release yourself of it, Aries. You said you're sorry. What else can you do? You know, what do they want you to do? Bleed? You know? We all change. We all learn from our mistakes. We all fuck up. And if you think you don't, you're full of shit. If this person here thinks that they don't fuck up, well, they do. But you can't do anything about it if that's the case. So there's two groups right there, and both groups are the same thing. I don't feel... now, can you come towards this? I personally wouldn't, because they've already made up their mind. You're not going to be able to change their mind. You know, maybe you could go and like lay on the ground and beat the ground and everything and to convince them, but they have to forgive. If they don't forgive you, it doesn't do you any good. They have to let it go. It's on them. The problem is on them. They're carrying unforgiveness. You know, that's a real big burden to carry. It's a huge burden to carry. And it's just weighing them down. So that's the two interpretations. I don't think you need to go towards it. So that ends Group A. So I think I've already told you what the distinguishing factors is. You know this person is not going to, they don't forgive you for something, okay? And they're not coming in towards you. Can you come towards them? I think you can. And you could plead to them, you know, that you're sorry if you haven't said you're sorry. But if you've said you're sorry and they won't let it go, nah. All right. Group B. Are they coming in towards you? Answer: no, I don't think that they're going to take the action to come in towards you in this next 6 weeks. But I do feel that they want to clear the air. 7 of Swords in reverse. They want to clear the air. They want to tell their side of the story. They want to set the record straight. So, I don't see any blockages here right now, because they do want to tell you the truth. But the blockage is here that there could be, or that you could say, is that because that Knight of Swords is in reverse. He doesn't want to take the action, but he does want to tell you the truth. So I feel like this is an open door, you know, that you need to come in, and they will tell you the truth. And I don't feel a bad energy there. I feel like they want to clear the air, you know. So your strategy would just be to come in and also lay it on the table and be honest and so forth. All right, so the energy is conducive in Group B here, but I think it's going to have to be you that comes in. Okay, Group C. Are they coming in towards you in this next 6 weeks? Answer: I do not believe that they are coming in towards you, but I do believe that they view you in this way here, the 6 of Cups. They think about the past and the good times that you guys had, okay? But the problem is, the blockage is 8 of Pentacles in reverse. They feel unappreciated. They feel that you didn't appreciate them, and possibly the things that happened in the past, okay? So can you come towards it? I really do think you can. What would your strategy need to be? Let them know, hey, I do appreciate you. I do appreciate the things that you do. You know, I know you don't mean to do this wrong or do that or whatever. And I do know that the things that you have tried to do, I appreciate those things. I like it. So far, Group B and C looks conducive for a reunion. Okay? Last group, Group D. Are they coming in towards you? I am going to say that I don't believe they're coming in, but Temperance is Major Arcana again, and this card is they call it patience. In some decks they call it patience. This one calls it temperance. This Queen of Pentacles here is a person that is looking at their worth and their value and so forth, and they're putting themselves first. And with this angelic energy, because I feel like in this case it represents, they may feel guided, okay, put it that way, to take this time for themselves, Queen of Pentacles. So, can you come towards that? I feel personally like you can't. You really shouldn't. I just don't feel the energy is conducive for that. I feel like they're in this energy here where they're guided right now to just deal with themselves and put themselves first. And putting themselves first, I feel, means they're not looking for love right now. I just don't feel a good energy with it. So, yeah, I don't like it. So, that is projected actions. Next query. How do you view them? Well, you view them as somebody that is interested, or they are somebody that is very inquisitive in terms of this death in reverse energy. Now, I feel like you view this person as somebody that is obsessed with death in the negative sense. I don't like that. You view them as King of Pentacles, boss energy, but they are at a crossroads of some sort. You view this person as having done something so egregious that it is biblical. Okay? Don't like that. And you view them, they are holding back and holding on to what they got in a very negative way. And this Five of Swords in reverse is like somebody that needs to apologize, but they're holding back and holding on to this thing, whatever this damn thing was. So it's not a good deal. I don't like the way you're looking at them, Aries. One more query. Mutual energy that you both share as a result of the connection and the disconnection. So in other words, what is this thing doing to both of you? Well, it is making you very unsatisfied. 9 of Cups in reverse to the 10 of Wands. It burdens you down. It weighs you down and makes you unhappy. What's going on, or what has gone on? It has made you not want to apply a pinnacle of stability towards anything, and it is, or you're not willing to take that risk. The Fool card in reverse. More Major Arcana. You're not willing to take a risk and put a pinnacle out there. Now, why you don't want to, you guys don't want to, I don't know. Page of Wands to the 4 of Cups in reverse. It's like you want to accept something and you want to, but you can barely hold on. You're hanging on to that wand there. You're using it for stability. You both want to be there. You may both want it, but Ace of Cups in reverse. You're both loving yourselves right now. Doesn't mean that it's never going to happen, but right now there is this type of energy at play. These dynamics are at play in your situation, and I pray that love would abound, that you would get your reunion with your person because you love that person. And even if it isn't a reunion or a marriage or anything like that, but you can live in harmony together and say, hey, I forgive you for what you said or for what you did, and I love you anyway. And, we can agree to disagree on other things, but, love is more important. And that's what I pray, is that there will be a restoration in your connection. If you found yourself getting resonated with this message, hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you could be alerted when I upload new videos. And with that, we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.